Strawweight Championship, Jerusalem.
Before legends were born, before Manila became the center of the boxing world, there was a man who carried the Filipino dream to the world stage. Pancho Villa, the pioneer, the first to make the world whisper, the Filipino can fight. Then came lightning, Gabriel Flash Elord, a decade of dominance, the pride of Cebu, a gentleman and a warrior. And then came a storm from Mindanao, a boy who fought his way into immortality, Manny Pacquiao, from hunger to hope, from local rings to world arenas. 8 world titles, 1 fighting heart. Then, the world watched Manila, Ali, Frazier, 2 titans, 1 unforgettable war, a battle that defined courage. A night that made the Philippines the heart of boxing. From Villa to Elord, to Pacquiao, to Ali and Frazier, the spirit of the fighter lives on. Thrilla in Manila, 50 years of greatness.
I prepared this match very hard and I'm very ready and I'm strong for this fight. I will be a little bit nervous because I'm fighting outside the country, but at the same time it's going to be me and Melvin in the ring. So I can focus to him and beat him. That's the only thing.
Okay, my fans, here we go. Let's bring out our fighters for our main event. Firstly, from South Africa, give a warm Philippine welcome to Siyakholwa Kuse.
sobrang napaka-importante itong laban na ito kasi siyempre 50 years anniversary sa Thrilla in Manila. Laking pasalamat ko kay Senator Manny Pacquiao sa another na opportunity na binigay niya sa akin. Sa mga nagbuo nito para matuloy yung laban. Maraming salamat. Kung ano yung nabigay ko dati nung unang laban ko, bibigyan ko sila ng sobrang gandang laban at pananalo natin yung laban at madipisan yung belt.
Now let's welcome into the arena the champion from the Philippines, Melvin Jerusalem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may we please ask that you rise for the national anthems. First, the national anthem of South Africa. And now, here to sing the national anthem of the Republic of the Philippines, actress and singer, Karil.
Madalas ang silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na hagit pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Maraming salamat.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat at mga Filipino and boxing fans sa buong mundo. Mabuhay! From the smart Araneta Coliseum, Quezon City, Metro Manila, in the beautiful Philippines, Manny Pacquiao's blow-by-blow, in cooperation with the Philippine Sports Commission and the IBA, the International Boxing Association, are proud to present the anniversary of the Thriller in Manila. This championship bout is being sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman. Supervisor in charge at ringside from Australia, Patrick Kuse. Timekeeper at the bell, Kim Dong-un. Taking care of the knockdowns is Romulo Santiago. Physicians at ringside, Dr. Clark Fernandez and Dr. Noel Nathaniel Napa. Scoring this bout on a 10-point must system. At ringside from Australia, Samantha Bullner. From South Korea, Junbei Lim. And from Mongolia, Zanashor Tazna. And when the bell rings, your third man in the ring from Mexico, referee Cesar Castañon. And now, fight fans, 50 years ago, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, right under this roof in this arena, put on a fight for the ages. And now, here, tonight, it is time for another history-making fight. It is World Championship boxing time here in the Philippines. 12 rounds for the WBC Minimum Weight Championship of the world. Now let's meet the fighters. First of all, fighting out of the blue corner to my right. He is the challenger. He's wearing the red and white trunks. He weighed in at 104.8 pounds. Fight record, 9 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 4 victories by knockout. He hails from Eastern Cape, South Africa. Let's have a warm Philippine welcome for Siyakholwa Kuse. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner to my left, tonight wearing the gold and green. He weighed in at 104.8 pounds. Fight record, 24 wins, 3 losses, 12 victories by knockout. Tonight, he made the 3rd defense of a title he won in March of 2024. And he hails from Malolo Fortich, Bukidnon, Philippines. Here is the WBC minimum weight champion of the world, Melvin El Gringo Jerusalem.
Thank you.
And the referee with the final instruction.
Come on, guys. Okay, guys. I gave you the instructions in the dressing room. I want a good fight, but also a clean fight. Protect yourself all the time and follow my commands all the time. I'm clear? Touch your gloves. Here we go. Mouthpiece.
This is our final fight of the night to cap the Thrilla in Manila 50th anniversary.
Box!
Jerusalem up against Kuse.
Go, Kuse, take him on.
The theme of this fight could very well be age versus experience. And Musa is 22 years old. 31 years old is Jerusalem. Jerusalem is 9 years older. He's had a lot of fights. He's had 27 fights compared to only 12 fights for Kuse. But this is Kuse's moment. He is the reigning WBC silver minimum weight champion. He's out to win the World Championship strap, now worn by Melvin Jerusalem.
That's it, don't wait for it, work first.
Jerusalem has won 13 of his last 14 fights. He's won his last 4. Turned pro in 2014.
Yes, Kuse, let's go.
Kuse has lost twice in his career, both on points.
Keep working first.
And he earned this title shot via a win on points over the Filipino Samuel Salva, who once fought for the IBF minimum weight championship.
Step in. Be careful.
Kuse is a southpaw.
Yes, Kuse. That's it, no respect. Yes.
That was a good counter from Kuse because he tempted Jerusalem in, he went for the right hand, he lost his balance as he came forward and he just stepped up to the side there, Kuse. Didn't catch him absolutely clean, but you can just get an idea of what he's about. He's got good reactions, good reflexes.
Yes, yes, yes. It's on the first round.
A flurry coming from Kuse, but punches did not connect. But a good round for Kuse so far. He's certainly more active here than Jerusalem.
Jerusalem gets tagged once again by a right here from Kuse.
When he throws that right hand, Jerusalem, he's done it again there. His back foot comes round and it brings him square. His weight comes just over the top of his front foot and his back foot comes round and it leaves you in an awkward finishing position. And if Kuse can do what he'd done previously and make him fall short, then you're left quite immobile.
That's a slip down and knockdown. Okay. Jerusalem looking a little wild.
Break. Come on.
Hands up.
Stop!
He looks a technically good fighter, Kuse, what we've seen in that opening 3 minutes. Boxing out of that southpaw stance, of course, but he stays nice and side on. That little step off to the side, a little picked out. Neat bit of work. Jerusalem's quite clumsy at times the way he comes forward there. He really reaches for that right hand, and that one landed. He does need to completely commit to it when he throws it. I think this could be an interesting matchup.
Kuse looked impressive in that first round. Know exactly what he wanted to do. Very technically proficient. And Jerusalem looking a little bit wild in his lunges.
Seconds out.
He needs to be able to get back his poise. He is the reigning world champion, and this is his third title defense. Let's see what he can do here in round number 2. Kuse initiating.
So far, getting the better of the exchanges here has been Kuse.
And he's been
Including
connecting.
round number 1.
Jerusalem is taking a little bit of time here to figure out how to penetrate that defense of the southpaw Kuse.
He's been a bit more compact in this round, though, hasn't he, Jerusalem, I would say. That's a good, strong right hand there. And I think the way he throws that right hand, he almost needs to double down on it. That technical flaw is there, but then he comes in behind and the heads clash together. No cut, I don't think, which is good news.
But after a right hand scored there by Jerusalem.
Okay.
That's always
Come
in
on.
the cards
Come on.
when you have this kind of a
Guys.
matchup.
Come on, come. You are from different cards. Be careful with the head, both of you, okay? Go. Box.
Warning on both fighters by Cesar Castañon, third man in the ring from Mexico.
A lot of wild shots here being thrown by Jerusalem early.
Nice, yeah, nice. Work first, work first. Chop, chop, chop. Yes, yes, yes.
Big
Your
swing
head,
there by
right your head.
Kuse, Jerusalem moving in.
Stop.
And a scoring there.
Come on.
No, that's a slip.
Right the sleeve. Clean
That's
it.
a slip.
Come on,
Swing
Bob.
portion there in the corner.
That's happened more than a couple of times already here tonight. Usually over at the blue corner.
That was good from Jerusalem, though, because he pushed him back in straight lines there. He went once and then he went again and he pushed him into the corner. And just before that, he managed to get through with a combination. Kuse's trying to commit himself and throws a long left hand there, but I think Jerusalem has improved in this second round. Much in this second round.
Well, Kuse's attack position is straight up. He's going forward towards Jerusalem. All Jerusalem has to do is to slip and slide, move sideways, anticipate that straight up attack
Break.
coming
There
from
we go.
Kuse, and then launch his own counter attack. Getting the angles as Kuse comes forward. He's got to figure that out.
Stop.
Second round now in the books.
That's going to be a hard round to score.
Title to being on the corner of Melvin Jerusalem. Michael Domingo, a former flyweight world contender.
He's got the exchange of the round brought to you by the International Boxing Association.
You know, that's the point I was making. With the point of attack of Kuse, he just comes straight forward, throwing one punch after the other. He starts with the left and then with the right. And for Jerusalem, all he needs to do is slide towards one side, avoid that lunge, and then
Seconds out.
counter, like
Seconds
Manny
out.
Pacquiao would do in a situation such as that.
It's interesting, actually, because they
Coach,
both kind of have the same
in the
technical
corner.
flaw. I
Box.
was pointing out with Jerusalem in round one, where when he throws
Here.
his rear hand, his right hand, his back foot comes round and forward. And Kuse does the same thing. Obviously, he's a southpaw, but when he commits and looks to throw that left hand, he didn't do it there, but quite often he brings his left foot forward. So the advice you gave there applies to both of them. If you can just get them to commit and then step off, you can catch them.
Referee Anthony Castañon saying it was a slip.
Box!
That's going to be another slip in. The crowd doesn't agree.
I don't think I agree either.
Stop!
That looked like a legitimate knockdown to me. Maybe he did lose the footing, but I think he lost the footing as a result of the punch landing on the side of the head.
We're going to see that on the replay in between rounds.
Let's go.
Jerusalem now gaining in confidence. Very little side-to-side movement being shown here. Kuse is very predictable with his attack.
Right ahead.
Now Jerusalem connecting with that right hand.
Break.
This is a very different Jerusalem from the Jerusalem we saw in round number 1, that's for sure.
With that overhand right from distance, and what he's doing really is when he attacks now, he's taking his feet with him, he's keeping his feet underneath him, and if he doesn't get there with the first phase of attack, then he'll just go again. Kuse is at times just, just backed up a little bit in straight lines.
And I think Jerusalem has figured Kuse out. Once Kuse throws that first punch, Jerusalem is throwing a counter almost immediately to prevent a second punch to come in. And just as Kuse is lunging forward, making himself open for a counter attack coming from Jerusalem, let's see whether he can take advantage of that situation. Here he comes again, Kuse.
Stay there. 30 seconds.
Jerusalem got tied there.
Jerusalem retaliating with the right hand of his own.
15 seconds. What's up?
Both of these two having some decent success actually. In
Stop!
30
Let it go.
seconds of the round.
Box.
Chop.
Time.
Three rounds.
And neither fighter has actually taken control of the action. Neither fighter has dictated the tempo.
Thriller hit of the quarter brought to you by the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Now one thing, Kuse is picking up some points here. Picking up some rounds as well. Oh, that could have been a knockdown. You're right, Andy. That could have been a knockdown.
I think he should have given that because he did lose his balance as he came forward, but that's his problem. And then he got hit by the punch and that put him down, so that should have been called a knockdown, I think.
Oh, that's definitely not a slip.
Yeah.
Seconds
Punch
out.
actually caused the fall, even if it was off balance after missing his shot. So that should have been a knockdown.
Box.
But we're now in round number 4. Forget the past, let's see what's ahead.
It's 1 round 4. Yes, 4. Pushing back. That's it.
I'd like to see Kuse just commit with that jab a bit more. Sometimes when he throws it, he's almost pulling it back. As it gets there, he's trying to pull those feet back out of range and try and make sure he doesn't get caught on the way out.
Jerusalem connecting with the right hand.
Gonna go. Break.
And Kuse holding on.
That's some good body work from Jerusalem up close. Kuse lands a decent left to the midriff as well, though.
But you also notice that Kuse is not lunging like he did before. He's not coming in a straight line, throwing that right and then the left. He's starting off with the right jab, but he's holding back on his left, realizing that Jerusalem is going to counter it.
That's good from Kuse. That's much more like it. That's what I was talking about. Just get those feet in, get into punching range and let your hands go, rather than just be tentative.
Stop! Break.
It's well set up, this.
Watch out. Box.
Jerusalem hasn't completely figured out Kuse.
Nice, hands up, hands up. That's it.
But one thing Jerusalem has to do, he's got to earn the respect of Kuse. He doesn't have that respect, not at the moment.
Keep the hands up, keep the hands up. Jab body.
He's got to make Kuse feel his power.
1 minute to go.
Approaching now the 1 minute mark of round number 4.
Break!
Chop, chop, chop. Yes, chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop. Yes, chop, chop, chop.
This is another WBC fight, of course, so we'll get some scores after 4 rounds. It'll be interesting to see, won't it? A few of these have been tricky.
Straight down the middle.
That's a lovely, solid jab.
Yes, beautiful. Half a minute, half a minute. Half a minute. What's round 4? Yes, yes, hands up, hands up. Jab body, jab body, jab body.
Big
He's had a
adjustment.
really good second half to this round, doesn't he, Kuse?
That's right. And a big adjustment on the part of Kuse here. He's
Stop.
not lunging like he did before. Opening himself up for a counter. So good job there of making that adjustment.
Come on, let it go. Come on. Stop!
4 rounds are done. We'll be back.
Box!
Round 5.
That's it. He doesn't like going back. Yes, yeah. Keep the hands up, though. Hands up. Beautiful.
Be careful. Now right with punch.
And he's just committing more, Kuse. That's the difference now. Maybe he was a little bit wary in the opening stages. This is a step up for him. He's won that WBC silver, but Jerusalem is a lot more experienced. He's been at world level for quite a long time, and it's understandable that you might just want to feel your way into it, but I don't think he's too worried about the power of Jerusalem, as we mentioned earlier on, and that's why he's happier now, I think, to just take his feet with him when he can get himself into range properly.
Jerusalem looking like he's swinging for a home run. He's got to be a little more patient. Throw the jab, set up his right hand.
That's nice from Kuse. Lead right hook and then straight left.
He has really been a little bit more clinical than Jerusalem.
He's putting Jerusalem on the defensive. Jerusalem is having a difficult time figuring out this southpaw.
Go, go.
Kuse circling away from Jerusalem, confusing him, going towards Jerusalem's back, not allowing Jerusalem to square up for any sort of punching. Ken swinging for the home run.
Come on, out.
Judges A and B have it tied at 39. And Judge C has 39-37 for the champion.
Box.
So that's kind of interesting. 2-2 with 2 of the judges. I'd say 2-2 is a fair score, and the other judge 3-1 for Jerusalem. If I saw a 3-1, it would probably be the other way, I think, but it's tight. It's tight.
A solid shot scored by Jerusalem that time. Might have staggered Kuse. Kuse's not throwing any punches at this stage. He's clearing the cobwebs, that's for sure. Now he's back. Back in the saddle. Throwing punches once more. Jerusalem looks like he's looking for just one punch.
Nice exchange here in the middle.
This is good stuff towards the end of the fifth.
Both fighters trying to steal this round from each other. Another close one. And we'll be back.
Max power, I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose, set it on faster than ever. If I ever lose, set it on bigger and better. Harder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, harder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, harder, faster. This we let it go. I can get it harder, faster.
Pizza Hut, we're all about pizza love. Each slice is made with care and quality ingredients, with mouth-watering flavors and the balance of softness and crunch in our crust. Feel the love in every bite of our pan pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
And back to the action here, round number 6. Most of the rounds have started this way.
Good defense by Jerusalem that time, but he didn't throw any punches. He just blocked the punches of Kuse coming in. He's got to throw a lot more punches. He's got to be more active. He's got to be busy.
Again, Jerusalem being made to miss here by the great defense of Kuse.
2 big misses by Jerusalem.
Just quickening up those feet there, Kuse. Gets it nice and close. Lets his hands go.
Break. Let it go.
That's it. Go, Siya. Go. Straight left body. Straight left body.
Sneak from Kuse again, landed the long jab, and then as Jerusalem came in, just scored with the left hand.
Left body. Siya.
Jerusalem continues to miss.
He's also getting, he is being made to miss though, by the quick movement of Kuse.
He's pinning Kuse against the ropes. Kuse is very smart to move away from a trap situation.
Jab body. Jab body. Let's go, Siya. Push him back. 1 minute. Yes, Siya. Go, Siya.
He pulled those on the gloves, Jerusalem, but he's been pushed back there, isn't he?
Stay there. Jab body, Siya. Yes, Siya.
That's a good body attack from Kuse.
Jab body, Siya. Yes, Siya.
Break.
Okay, we got off a minute. Let's go. Let's win the 6th round. Hit the body down. Hit the body.
I don't see the smoothness of Jerusalem's attack.
Break. Go.
You don't see the flow, you don't see the rhythm. It's Kuse is actually dictating what's going on inside the ring.
Yes, Siya. Yes, Siya. Yes, Siya.
Those are some good body shots there from Kuse.
And he just might win this round.
Let it go. Let it go.
Challenger with a very good showing here.
That's a very solid round for Kuse. He's won that one comfortably.
Body shot of the round. This is brought to you by the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Just missing with that swing by Kuse, but he did land that body shot on Jerusalem. Tough grind here for Jerusalem. I think he should settle down, be patient, work that jab, throw combinations, rather than just go for one big punch, which is what he's looking for.
And you mentioned at the start the gap between these two in terms of experience, and it will be interesting to see, won't it, whether he can make that count in the second half for Ruslan, because he's a lot more experienced over this 12-round distance at World Championship level, and that should count for something. But every now and again you get a youngster who comes along who's got that old head on young shoulders, who doesn't panic in that kind of scenario. But Ruslan is, in the second half, has got some work to do here.
He's got to step it up now. We're at round number 7. That's a slip.
Box.
And it was tight through 4 rounds, 2-2 with 2 of the judges, 3-1 Ruslan with the other. He should have had a knockdown as well. That's not going to matter now. They're not going to go back and retrospectively give it. We know that, but
Break. Let it go. Let it go.
Hands up, Sia, hands up.
We talk about age versus experience, and right now, Kuse is showing a higher level of energy than Jerusalem. He's younger,
Break.
and he's taking the fight to Jerusalem.
Hey, no rabbit punch. Be careful, no rabbit punch.
But he can't find a clear target to land a solid punch.
Break.
You got to give some credit to the movement here of Kuse.
Yeah.
He's being a real difficult target to hit.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Strike left body. Hands up, Sia, hands up. You got to pick the hands up. Left body, strike.
it's better from Ruslan as he committed to the attack there. The Kuse corner are constantly telling him to go to the body.
Stop.
And to get his hands up. He does have a little bit of a habit of just holding his hands around mid-chest high, but they're not really doing too much for him. You can see there in his stance, he's got them up now, but a split second ago they just dropped.
Tapping. Careful.
Left body. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Let's go.
That's a good right hand into the body from Ruslan.
Strike, Sia, strike. Strike, Sia, strike. Let's go. Half a minute, half a minute. Half a minute.
Come on, stop. Box. Let it go.
Gonna go to the body once again. That has been the plea of his corner all throughout.
And notice the fans are very silent. I mean, they're seeing a situation here where Jerusalem might end up losing his crown before his hometown fans.
Let go.
Let's work.
Crowd is not roaring. Crowd is not reacting.
Stop.
Crowd is expecting a lot more from Jerusalem at this stage.
Pizza Hut, we're all about pizza love. Each slice is made with care and quality ingredients, with mouth-watering flavors and the balance of softness and crunch in our crust. Feel the love in every bite of our pan pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
And this is now round number 8 of a scheduled 12-round championship bout.
And Jerusalem has to step it up. He continues to miss.
Holding.
They sent him back out of the corner really early, actually, before the start of that 8th round. He was up off his stool with a good 10 seconds to go, and that's not what you normally see. Sometimes that's what they're giving you some clear, straight to fire, so just telling you to get out there.
Box!
So far, as far as the game plan for Kuse, he's following it to the letter.
Yes, yeah. Push him back, Sia. Push him back. That's it. Come. Chop.
His feet there from Kuse.
Straight.
Big on Jerusalem. Managing to drive him back across the ring.
Yes, yeah. Let's work. We need this round. That's it. We need this round. Let's go.
He's just taking too long, Jerusalem, isn't he?
1-2.
Kuse will just creep in, let that 1-2 go. Jerusalem is just standing on the outside on the borderline of range. He's got to be first more.
You get the feeling he's just looking for one big shot.
Let's go.
Put your head.
And Jerusalem's coming forward, but he's not throwing the clean shots that he needs.
There you go.
Let's work.
Now, Jerusalem has switched hits in the past. I don't know if he might want to try a southpaw stance here.
Careful, man. Stop. Come on. Stop. Box. Clean up.
And very clearly, Kuse is quicker on the draw.
Half a minute. Let's go. Work, Sia. Let's work.
They're just telling Kuse there that there's 30 seconds remaining in the round. They've made a habit of that, so they want him to finish rounds strong. They're away from home here. You've got to make the most of every opportunity that you get, because you don't generally expect to get the rub of the green on the cards, although we'll get some scores fairly shortly.
Very interested to see what the scores will look like after another 4 rounds.
I want to point out also that one of the men in Kuse's corner is a former IBF and WBA super featherweight champion Brian Mitchell. Only lost once in his career, spanning 1981 to 1995.
As the combo of the round is brought to you by the International Boxing Association.
And that connection by Jerusalem didn't have too much sting behind it. He hit it with almost the back of his glove rather than straight towards the center of the glove. But it's round number 9. Fans are still waiting for Jerusalem to explode.
That's it. Keep working, Sia. Keep working. Run number 9. Yes, Sia. Straight. Get body. Yes, Sia. Yes, Sia. Hands up, Sia.
And again, he's just first to get off there, Kuse. Throws the combination.
Come on, break. Stop. Let it go.
Just working those hands.
Box.
Found a decent rhythm, which is something Jerusalem's just not really managed to do throughout the entire fight so far.
Oh, yes.
Kuse has been dictating the pace and the tempo of this match.
He has been scoring a lot more.
Come on, there you go. Stop. There you go. Be careful with that. Box.
Scoring after 8 rounds, Judge A has it 77-75 in favor of the challenger. Judges B and C have it 77-75 in favor of the champion.
Interesting. 2 for Jerusalem and 1 for Kuse.
Let's go, Sia. Let's go. Straight, Sia.
There's not been very much in some of these rounds.
Break. Stop. Put your head.
If I were to pick somebody to be ahead in this fight, it would be Kuse, not Jerusalem.
Go.
I would agree.
Go.
I think Kuse has done a lot more here than Jerusalem. He's dictating the pace, setting the tempo. and certainly connecting a lot more. He's swinging more, he's landing more than Jerusalem.
Let's go, Sia. Work first, work first. Don't stop, don't stop.
But right now, though, as far as the corner is concerned, they're happy at this particular stage because they have not yet gotten the best of Jerusalem, and still he's up on 2 judges' scorecards.
And what's happened there in the 4 rounds we've just seen is that the 3 judges have gone completely different ways. One has gone 3-1 to Kuse, one's gone 3-1 to Jerusalem, and the other one scored it 2-2.
This round is probably going to go Kuse's way.
I just don't see how you could score that 4-round segment 3-1 to Jerusalem. I just don't see that.
Yes, stay there, stay there, stay there. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Hey, break.
Go, Sia. Chop, chop, chop.
Because the last few rounds we've had, it's like we've watched the same round a few times in a row now, I would say. The tempo's been similar. Kuse's been dictating turns. It's just letting those hands go, letting the punches flow. And they'll know what's going on in the corner. They will know where the scores are at. And it's an interesting psychological job that they've got to do because they don't want to panic him because he'll feel like he's doing well because he is doing well. But at the same time, he's behind.
Thriller hit of the round is brought to you by the smart Araneta Coliseum.
I want to point out that the judges are all neutral judges. Samantha Bullner from Australia, Junbai Lim of Korea, Zanashir Tazna of Mongolia, and Senator Manny Pacquiao still enjoying the action here beside his wife Jinky, beside Senator Francis Tolentino.
Box.
Director of Operations of Blow by Blow, Len Tomas, is also in that picture.
That's a good spearing lead left hook to start the round there, though, from Jerusalem.
Round number 9 should have gone to Kuse, so he would have closed the gap.
Well, whoever wins these last 3 rounds will probably win the fight. So it's important that both fighters really step it up and show what they can do. For Jerusalem, you know, his crown is on the line. He's got to be able to show a lot more than what he's shown so far.
Stop! Stop! Come on.
I'm going to say this is a slip, so no knockdown there.
And the corner, the South African corner, just chuntering there, aren't they? Just saying, we need these rounds, we need these rounds. They know that, of course.
Well, they know they're still down by at least 1 on 2 of the judges' scorecards.
Good shot by Jerusalem. A left hand to the chin.
Let's work, Sia, let's work. 1 minute 29 to go.
That's a good single right hand from Jerusalem as well.
Break.
Work, Sia.
Break.
Work, yes. Yes, Sia.
Left hand there from Kuse. I think Jerusalem maybe thought that there was a break coming there, but it didn't come.
Dig, Sia. He's holding.
Let it go.
He's
Let
holding.
it go.
Yes, he's holding. Sia, let's go. He's holding now. That's it, Sia, let's go. Let's go, Sia. Let's go, Sia.
Nice right there from Kuse. Lands, though it was a glancing shot.
Come, Sia. We win in this round. Yes, Sia. Yes, Sia. Come, Sia, come. Hands up, that's it. Work.
Stop. Stop.
Both arms of Jerusalem are down.
Box.
I don't know if that's a sign of tiredness on his part. Gotta put up his high guard.
Yes, Sia. Half a minute. Put that down. Yes, Sia. Yes, Sia.
It's not been full of the blistering pace, this. It's been a good pace, hasn't it? The tempo to it. It's not really exploded at any point.
Come, Sia. Yes, Sia. Yes.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
Yes, Sia.
pace here in the final seconds. And Kuse staggers just a little bit there in the waning seconds.
That was a solid shot from Jerusalem right at the end of the round there.
That was a good fight back on the part of Jerusalem. He needed that.
I think one thing when you look at this fight is that you could make a case that Kuse throughout the course of it, he's thrown more, definitely. But he probably has hit a lot of gloves. Quite a lot of what he's thrown, I think, has been blocked, half blocked by Jerusalem. And some of the singles that Jerusalem have thrown have got through a little bit cleaner, maybe. These are things you've got to think about. There's definitely been more volume from Kuse, but you're always looking at how much has actually got through. No one's really been hurt at any point, have they? No one's really made a dent.
That right hand by Jerusalem had Kuse reading backwards. And let's see whether Jerusalem can use that as a point of momentum for him here in round number 11.
Final 2 rounds of a scheduled 12.
Another right hand coming from Jerusalem.
It's a decent start to the round for him.
You could make a case that whoever wins these last 2 rounds wins this fight. And Kuse realizes that as well.
That's a good example there of what I was talking about. Kuse just stepped in through the long left hand and hit the gloves of Jerusalem as he was just pulling himself back out.
Come on!
But he has got through the shots, Kuse. There's no doubt about that.
Box!
It's a close fight.
Stop!
Right now, Jerusalem seems to be outsmarting Kuse.
Box!
Jerusalem realizing that Kuse looking a little more desperate now to try to win this round, win the next one as well. So as he anticipates Kuse coming in, he's poised to give back. He's poised to attack.
Stop!
Jerusalem with the counter there. His Kuse maybe just took slightly too long, but he did do some good work before that, the South African. Landed a couple of good clean shots. Some deep body work there.
Careful, stepping.
Had a little slip with the front foot, I think.
Let it go.
He's countering very well in this round. Again, he's anticipating the lunges of Kuse.
These are one of Jerusalem's better rounds, especially of the last 3.
Break! Let it go! Break! Stop! Hold it. Box!
That right connected.
Let it go!
That probably might have been one of the strongest shots of Jerusalem in this entire bout.
He just launched himself in from distance, didn't he? Completely committed to it and ended up on the shoulder. It's a really difficult kind of punch to counter.
10 seconds,
He's
go!
had a slip there, I think, on the transfer in the middle of the ring. He's landed some decent shots in this.
Stop!
Jerusalem, Kuse.
Good round in for
Really
Jerusalem.
tiny stuff in combination, but I think overall, yeah, I would agree.
So unofficially, he might be up by 1 on the judges' scorecards.
This last round could decide it.
Exchange of the Round is brought to you by the International Boxing Association. That was the big shot that might have turned that round in his favor.
When he caught Kuse off guard that time with that right hand.
Because technically there's plenty wrong with that, but if you commit to it the way that he did there, the fact that you fall forward and you've lost your balance and your weight comes in, it doesn't matter that much because you just end up on your opponent's shoulder unless they're really quick to pull their feet back. And there's not really anything they can do.
Last round!
knockdown
12
here.
and
Round number
final
12.
round.
Could tell the difference.
And they both just got to go
Oh,
for it here.
stop.
They both
Stop.
absolutely have to pour it all out here.
This could be the difference between
Winning or
a
losing.
victory and a loss, exactly.
I thought Jerusalem did a good job in the previous round of outsmarting Kuse, anticipating
There you
his
go.
moves,
Come on, Jerusalem.
showing
Stop.
good defense, and another slip. There's a very
Time.
slick portion in the center of the ring. I think it might be because of that logo, the paint of the logo, that's causing fighters to slip.
Box.
There's another right hand coming from Jerusalem.
But he was
Go.
countered there
Hey.
effectively with a good right hand from Kuse.
But no combinations from Jerusalem. He's striking one punch at a time, but he's connecting. He needs a strong finish, Jerusalem, to seal the deal.
Kuse is not making it easy on him.
Stop. No knockdown.
And those scores after 8 rounds just to remind people too, lots of 5 rounds to 3 in favour of Jerusalem and 1-5-3 in favour of Kuse.
Be careful with that. No,
Feel like
stop.
Jerusalem's had a better rounds 9 to 12
Box.
than he did rounds 5 to 8.
Approaching the final minute of this one, and the crowd getting behind their champion Melvin.
There you go.
Well, he certainly inspired
Let it go.
Jerusalem
Great.
to stage a strong
Not right punch.
finish.
Stop. Not right punch. Be careful. Box.
Kuse looking a little bit tired here in the 12th round. As Jerusalem is putting a lot of pressure on Kuse.
And I think in these final stages he has brought that experience over the 12-round distance to bear here, hasn't he?
Very clearly, Jerusalem has saved his best for the last.
Stop.
He has paced himself so much better than Kuse has.
Almost a knockdown. And that could be the punch of the fight.
Let it go.
Could
Let
be
it
the
go.
telling point as well.
Let it go.
Final seconds of the Strawweight Championship.
Stop.
And that's it. The end of the fight.
And Melvin might have been able to do just enough to retain his title.
It was a tough challenge. A big test here for Melvin Jerusalem. Kuse gave him a lot of problems throughout this fight. Difficult to figure out Kuse's style. But I completely agree, Anthony. I think Jerusalem did enough to win the verdict and retain his championship.
I think the strong finish has got him over the line there, hasn't it? I think in that middle section, rounds 5, 6, 7 and 8, I think for me, Kuse deserved a bit more than he got from the judges. But in the final 4 rounds, it was Jerusalem who did bring that experience to bear and make it count and finish strong. And given that we know that the scores had 2 judges 5-3 in his favour with 4 rounds to go, it's difficult to see how he's not going to go on and get the decision here. But Kuse's done really well there because it's a big step up for him. He's not been up at world level before. He's in with somebody who's been there for a long time. And I don't think there's going to be anything to really regret there for him. He faded a bit towards the end, but that's understandable. I think he'll be able to take a lot from that.
I think he deserves a lot of credit for standing his ground against Jerusalem.
He was definitely not dominated whatsoever.
No. But to be honest, I've seen Jerusalem fight better in previous fights. This was not one of his most impressive outings, that's for sure. He's done so much better in previous fights. Might have taken Kuse a little bit lightly, considering his youth, his relative inexperience. But Kuse gave a tough challenge to Jerusalem. But let's see what the judges say.
Yes, indeed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That's right.
It never pays to do that, does it?
Who knows? This could still end up a draw, or Kuse might pick up a win. Who knows?
You were actually off the ball a while ago when they gave the scores after 8.
Right, right. But one thing for sure, this was a close fight. This was a very fierce and competitive contest. Gotta give it to both these guys.
And I think the corner there, Kuse's corner, I think they're just preparing him for the fact that he just didn't quite do enough. You're away from home, and it shouldn't be the case that you have to win and then some to take the title away from the champion away from home. I never agree with that. In any title fight, that title should be vacant when the first bell rings to all intents and purposes. But I think that's probably what they're telling him, that he's put up a really, really good effort. He's done himself proud, he's done them proud. He can learn a lot from this, but he hasn't quite done enough.
Let's go to Ted Lerner.
Fight fans, here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum on the 50th anniversary of the Thrilla in Manila. After 12 rounds in the minimum weight division, we go to the scorecards. Judge Samantha Boldner sees the bout 115 to 113. Judges June Lim and Zanashir Tasna both have the bout 116 to 112, all for the winner by unanimous decision, and still WBC minimum weight champion of the world from the Philippines, Melvin El Gringo Jerusalem.
And that makes it official. Jerusalem has retained his championship. He remains the WBC minimum weight champion or the strawweight champion. And he's looking forward to a possible unification showdown with Oscar Palyaso, who holds the WBO and WBA championship. Of course, the other minimum weight champion waiting in the wings is the IBA title holder, Pedro Tadura, who's also from the Philippines.
I think he'd prefer that one, wouldn't he? Because he's boxed Koyatso before and retired after 7 rounds. And I saw Koyatso in Saudi Arabia last year when he unified, and I think it was absolutely terrific. So fighters aren't in the habit of avoiding other fighters, but I think it'd be a great fight for Filipino boxing if you got the unification between those two guys. And just leave Koyatso to it for now. Hope he moves up in weight. I think that would be my strategy if I was the manager. So 2 scores of 8 rounds to 4, 1 of 7-5. 8-4 is a bit wide for me. As discussed, I don't think he got enough from the judges. Kuse in the middle section of the fight, but overall, I'm not arguing with the decision. He got it done in the final third, didn't he? Basically.
Well, he deserved the decision. Any way you look at it, and the last stages of this fight really decided the outcome for me. Jerusalem needed that late flurry, that late rally, and he did enough to deserve the verdict. Some judges were a little generous in giving Jerusalem more rounds than maybe he deserved, but still, he deserved this win, and he remains the WBC minimum weight champion.
The whole night. The only thing,
But I'm looking forward to a better performance from Jerusalem in his succeeding defense. He'll be up for his 4th defense soon, or a unification. One way or the other, maybe against Adura, maybe against Palyaso, who knows. But the road is wide open now for Jerusalem and for Philippine boxing